Today we're talking about mastering emotions. Now, I don't know what's wrong with that computer. That shit, fuck. But you gotta understand, there's only two emotions. There's only two emotions: fear and peace. And the first facet of fear, as in the emanation, the emotion, the feeling, is the idea you get from fear. That first idea is always in the regimen of pain, and the first facet of peace is always in the regimen of pleasure. So we're going to use our knowledge of fear and pleasure to measure our feelings. Emotions, well, feelings are degrees of emotion, okay? Look at it like this. You got the dichotomy of fear and peace, and in between is a virtue or a vice relative to your perspective. Okay, so what's good to you may be bad to me. What's bad to me may be good for you. So it's about understanding that particular reference point within your psyche, your morality, your conscience. Okay, what is good to you, or what do you perceive to be good? What is your moral reward of you? Whenever you understand that, that's how you can start to emphasize with what we call thought forms. Thought forms are the thing that calibrates the dichotomy between fear. My bad if I keep touching my damn phone, bro. This shit keeps slipping. But thought forms are the it's the entity, it's the idea, it's the conceptualization that whatever idea that you have within that particular moment corresponding to an environment and a mindset is being played out through some type of instinct or through some type of quality that you perceive through your mind, your perception, and your intellect, how you understand your perception, or we can call it the cognition, and how the cognitions produce different types of ideas and thoughts that also correspond to other thought forms that are not in between the dichotomy of fear and joy for this particular space. So you got to understand this is universal, but you can also track yourself, okay? AKA track a thought form, track how you perceive objects within certain environments and how those qualities that are exuding off those particular objects are creating your mind based on memory and how you construct your memory. Now, memory is about the four cardinal points, the four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, prudence, and justice. So if you don't practice those in your life, meaning if you don't act on wisdom consciously, if you don't act on courage consciously, if you don't act out of balancing out things, understanding the extremity, and coming in with the mindset of calibration, then guys, or practicing justice, doing things that you know that is right, it's going to be impossible for your mind to square out your memory, which is just basically allowing that particular thought form that's in that dichotomy of fear and joy to take a proper snapshot of that particular stimuli that will correspond to the feeling and the emotion that is on that scale. So it's not necessarily about what you want or what you need either. It's just about understanding what's happening. Period. That's really about it. And once you understand why a thought form is capturing, it takes snapshots of fear, and why that stimuli is corresponding to that fear, which is relative to your perception, you can start to understand the chronology or the motherfucking genealogy of a thought form. You know, the starting points to why you perceive things the way you do, and why that particular entity repetitively sees those patterns every day, okay? And how that makes up your mind and your experience and your quality of life. But that's really about it. Understand it's only two emotions: fear and peace, and in between the dichotomy of fear and peace, right in the middle, right smack in the middle is the thought form, aka how you interpret stimulus. So this is about measuring emotions, measuring feelings. Is that snapshot more closer to fear, or is that snapshot more closer to joy? Why? Break it down. Get some knowledge. That's really about it.